Hi, I'm attorney Kelly Longtin from Longtin Law, and I want to welcome you to our YouTube channel. So today I want to just talk to you about claiming your control of you and your loved ones' futures. So the summer holidays really get me thinking about something. Every year on the 4th of July, Americans across the country celebrate our nation's Declaration of Independence from Great Britain. Yet only about 1/3 of Americans actually have an estate plan. So, meaning that most Americans have given up their independence when it comes to deciding what will happen to them should they become incapacitated and what will happen to their property when they die. And the fact is that if you do not create your own estate plan, your state will create one for you through the state's intestacy laws. So this year, just declare your own independence from those states' intestacy laws. If you have not created a plan for what will happen for your money and your property upon your death, your state has created one for you. If you have created an estate plan, the state will also intervene if your plan does not properly account for all of your money and property or does not provide for backup beneficiaries if your chosen beneficiary passes away before you. While each state's laws may differ slightly regarding how your money and your property are distributed at your death, in general, if you are married, most, if not all of your money and property will go to your surviving spouse. However, if you have children who are not also your surviving spouse's children, usually some portion will go to your surviving spouse and then the remainder will go to your surviving children. If you're not married or your spouse has died before you, then your money and property will go to your children. If you're not married and you have no children, generally your parents will be the ones to receive your money and your property. Now, another example is if you're not married, you have no children, and both of your parents are deceased, well, then it's likely that your siblings will inherit your money and property. The state also has laws that cover what happens if you have no living relatives at all. However, most people know how they want their money and property to be divided after their death and whom they want it to go to. And for many, the people and the relationships they want to include in their estate plan go way beyond what the state's plan anticipates for you and your family. The state also has laws for financial decisions if you become incapacitated. So if you have not appointed someone to make financial decisions for you, if you become incapacitated and you cannot make those decisions for yourself, so I'm talking about a financial power of attorney, or your chosen person is either deceased or unable to act, the state's plan commonly requires that a court appoint someone to make those decisions for you. Whom the court appoints is normally based on who has priority under the state's rules. Usually the spouse has priority, followed by an adult child and then a parent. However, the person with priority may not always be the person that you would have chosen. There's also state laws for medical decisions if you become incapacitated. If you've not appointed someone to make medical decisions for you, or if you become incapacitated and you cannot make decisions for yourself through a medical power of attorney or an advanced healthcare directive or a similar type of document, or your chosen person is either deceased or unable to act, the state has laws about who has priority to make those decisions for you. The order of priority usually includes someone who has been appointed by a court, a spouse, a child, a parent, a sibling, a grandchild, and so forth. Again, the person with priority may not always be the person that you would have chosen. So this year, as you reflect back on an Independence Day and think about having that type of independence, I want you to also choose to celebrate your independence by taking the steps to put in place or update an estate plan that will allow you to claim control of you and your loved one's future. So I want to thank you for watching.